Members of the light, we need to meditate. There's great power in meditating together, especially with your healer, your person, your shaman that you find helps you hold space. And in the spirit of fun and playfulness, I'm 44 and I'm still dressing up. I hope I never lose my appreciation of being like a child and dressing up, and not dressing up for Instagram or for social acceptance or validation or low self-esteem. I'm talking about the kind of playful, curious, silly, like just using your wild imagination and dressing up for the fun of it, you know, for fun. So I was putting on this necklace and it got stuck there over my hair, like it just got stuck. And I saw myself in the mirror and I said, oh, this reminds me of when I was a little girl and I absolutely loved to dress up, but I loved emulating like goddesses, and I was very inspired by divine feminine and the divine feminine energy. And those of you who are 80s babies, 1981 here, you will remember the absolutely legendary Never Ending Story. Do you remember the Never Ending Story? I need to watch it again at this stage because there's so much depth and there's so many lessons and beauty and spiritual teachings in that film, but also in lots of films from that time. Like we have Labyrinth, David Bowie, you know, we have Legend with a very, very young Tom Cruise. I'm trying to think of some other ones that were so impactful to me as a child. Star Wars obviously has a lot of spiritual lessons and little nuggets of wisdom. If you can think of one that's had a big impact on you, because I actually think it's great to revisit the childhood films that shaped us and touched us and marked us in some way, and to see it from a different adult perspective. And it's also great for the inner child work. So if you're doing inner child shadow work, I highly recommend the exercise of sitting down with your favorite snack, your favorite food, and if you can share it with your loving partner or a best friend or your mother or even your sibling, even better. But if you do it on your own, it's just as powerful. And sometimes it's nice to be on your own because you can actually cry and fully go through without any inhibition all the feelings and emotions of that time. And you'll be surprised how it heals and how it shifts the childhood conditions or wounds or even just some beliefs that you picked up that haven't served you, or what I find, which is even better, it can tap into the magic and the positive beliefs that you maybe forgot. So maybe you had a childhood dream or a childhood like a magical, maybe you believed in magic, maybe you believed in the beauty of life. And as we move through the decades, it can sometimes get bashed and beaten, you know, and chipped out of us. And it's nice to reconnect with that inner child that does actually think you're amazing and wonderful and full of magic. So that's a little bit of spiritual prescription there if you feel so called. So another thing I wanted to say to you was bells. This is my Tibetan bell, my dragon bell. dragging on it there. Bells are great for clearing energy. Of course, we have Tibetan bells, like the little ones that you clink together. This actually is an Asian bell. My brother bought this back from Asia. He worked and travelled and lived in all different parts. And I don't know exactly where he got this. I call it a Tibetan bell. It's actually probably not a Tibetan bell. The Tibetan bells are the little guys that you go cling, just remember that. But any bell, because it's so startling and it focuses the five senses and pulls you into the present moment. Especially when you listen to the after ring, it's really, really powerful. So you can go around your house into the corners and ring the bell and it will clear energy, especially after a row. Much like burning sage, it also kind of lifts energy up. It gives it a pep. It puts a bit of energy back into the energy, if you know what I'm saying. So let's do some meditation. I have my demonic rattle here as well. Rattles do the same thing. So they gave babies rattles in the past. Remember the old image of the little one with a rattle in the buggy in the pram? It kept away negative energy. They're actually rattling out their aura, and they're also grounding themselves to call in parts of their soul to be more present in their body. So in the spirit of fun, I'm going to leave this. It's activating. It's lovely. It's kind of tapping into my middle eye there. So, and the little girl that played like a child goddess type figure in the Never Ending Story, I always remember she had some beautiful like amulet thing on her hair, and as a little girl she's crying and she's saying to him, what was I haven't watched it in years, but it was something like, what's my name? Like she's saying to the main character, the little boy, you need to remember my name. And I think it's the same for all of us with our inner child. Like not taking life or ourselves too seriously, as I'm clearly not. Because I was like, well, I actually go on camera with this thing. If you look back in my history here on YouTube, I have often worn hats and flowers in my hair and things like that, and because I would do those things at home anyway, and I just felt to be authentic. It's good to be different, to be curious, to be playful, to bring some levity into what can become the humdrum of everyday life. So here we go. I am going to channel the source frequency. This will hold a space for you, and you can use this anytime you feel you need to step into a calmer frequency. It'll help calm the nervous system as well. So I'm not going to say a lot because I want you to go into your own deep center, into your own space. But I am doing a lot. I am just about to open out that frequency as a reflection of your own. And all you have to do is deep breaths, lots and lots of deep breaths. Come back into the present moment, come into the stillness. I might rattle a little bit if I'm called to. And allow whatever surfaces in your feelings, in your thoughts to arrive and to be there. And just, you can feel it, you can breathe into it, and let it move through you. Taking a long, slow, deep breath, and blow it all out through your mouth. I'm sensing that you are balancing where you've been with where you're going, and that in between space has been uncomfortable for you. Humans are not good at in-betweenness, even though it is a natural part of the process. And we are in a shamanic process as we move through the last 3 months of 2025. Especially through Halloween into November. Allowing your breath to go slower and deeper. Feel your awareness dropping down into your lower abdomen, and then draw it down further still into the base chakra. Connecting with the color red, and just breathing in the grounding frequencies of the base chakra, the root. Feel yourself fully rooted inside yourself, inside your awareness, your consciousness, your body. Taking a long, slow, deep breath. Notice any sounds or senses, noises around you, but come back to your center, come back into your body. Moving up now, touching the heart chakra in the center of your chest. Bringing your awareness fully into your heart. Breathing deeply, taking a deep breath into the heart space. Receiving these frequencies. As you picture yourself back in the Garden of Eden, a world untouched by humans yet, a pure place of innocence, nature, lush green trees, a paradise of flowers and fruits and fauna and wild animals. But you're safe here. You have a home in this Garden of Eden. Returning to that place of innocence, of playfulness. There's no work here. There's no effort. Take a deep breath. Make sure your spine is straight so that the chakras are stacked in a healthy fashion. Allow a column of light to flow in at the top of your head, the crown. And just taking it down, down, down into your feet. Sending roots of light into the center of the earth. Feeling the energy moving through you with ease and grace. A returning to a state of grace. Taking a long, slow, deep breath. Staying in your heart. Drawing from the feet up to the heart, from the head down to the heart, from the shoulders into the heart. Allowing the nervous system to just calm down and relax. Seeing yourself transform into that inner child. Running around the Garden of Eden, plucking fresh tropical fruit, sinking your teeth into the flesh of the fruit and feeling the juice and sweetness run down your chin. Tasting the fruits of your life, of your beingness. Touching the textures and colors of your creativity as a child of God. You can hear laughter in the distant fields, other children playing as you run over to connect with your tribe. Laughing together. The lightness, the simple joy of nature, of connection, of freedom. This is all inside you. This is within. This is what is real in your essence, your freedom of being. Take the next breath and bring it really down into the belly. Feel the belly rise and fall. Rest and digest. Buddha belly breathing, rise and fall. You're running now in a wildflower meadow, and there's a dog running by your side as a companion. For some of you, it will be a wolf. For others of you, it'll be a cat. Whatever comes to mind, allow it to be. Breathing. Feeling your tummy relax. Feeling your heart relax. Listening. Gently rolling your eyes up, as though you're looking up through the crown chakra at the top of your head, placing the tip of your tongue at the back of the front two teeth on the roof of your mouth. Taking a deep breath. You can tune into this peace anytime you need it by practicing stillness, and you can watch this meditation when you feel you need assistance from spirit to help you focus. Thank you for sharing this with me. You can share this with anybody who you feel needs to meditate, needs help with meditation, focus, stillness. The light in me recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Have a peaceful day.